Good day, everyone, and welcome to the final match of the Athena Games X-Wing Store Championship. My name is Elliot Baker, and sitting on my right are my two guest commentators for the final, Chris Turner and Andy Jones.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello.
What a day. What a day. This is it. Final match, James Martin versus Paul Dane?
Paul Dane?
Paul Dane,
yeah.
Paul Dane.
And this will be the 9th match they played, so everybody is tired and slightly fed up, no matter how much you love it.
It was a really long day, honestly, but...
We have the landing light formation of asteroids.
This is it. Funny enough, in the other direction. Normally I see it going down, like, between the players. This time it's going across the players, so...
Yeah, well.
So, just to remind everybody who has not seen any of the other... matches that we've been commentating on. James Martin is flying...
Kian Farlander and Lebo, a B-Wing and a YT-2400. The B-Wing Kian Farlander has pushed the limit. Heavy laser cannon, B-Wing E2 crew upgrade. Sitting in that is C-3PO and has a sensor jammer for his sensor slot. Meanwhile, Lebo in the YT-2400 has determination, also a heavy laser cannon, but Lando Calrissian with the experimental interface and the Outrider title.
And Paul is flying a version of Fat Han. So he's got Han Solo with the Falcon. It gives him the evade action. A gunner, Chewbacca, which is very useful to sort of help negate damage. Predator and engine upgrade. And he is flying 3 naked Z95 Headhunters.
Just showing on your screen, by the way, just for a moment there, just to try and show you which Z95 belong to which one, so you guys can keep track of which one is which, because, let's face it, we're probably going to get confused during this.
I was already confused with that.
I know, so... At least you guys know, at home, lovely editing work there by our man... George. He has basically shown you which Z95 belongs to which one.
And, you know, first round has already begun. Z95's shoved forward. Now, it's very unusual to see 3 Z95s with a Fat Han.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd ever see this. I've heard so many bad things about the Z95 Swarm and that the TIE Fighter Swarm is better, that I thought I'd never ever see one. No, in this case, it's got to the finals, and I'm actually really happy for that. It just goes to show that the Z95s are a viable ship.
Of course, our normal regular commentator George swears by Z95s.
So, you know, he knows.
And basically just a jousting ship, aren't they?
It's basically just a jousting ship.
To joust, to fly interference, and to sort of general cause a bit
They're a little bit like TIE fighters in regards to they cause them a nuisance to the opponent, but they have a little bit more to them in regards to they can take a little bit more damage than a TIE fighter can.
Their dial is also not as good. It's more close to the X-Wing.
Yeah, so it's very, very different. Obviously, first round turn there, nothing really happening. They both opted just to move forward a little bit, just to see where they're both going.
It's interesting to see James that is using the same part of the board that he used in the semi-finals, flying Lebo as close to the edge of the board as he can, with Kayan slightly further into the board.
This is to optimise that heavy laser cannon and Outrider title to its full capacity, because he can only shoot at range 2 to 3, that range 1 donut, as we like to call it. He can't shoot in, because the Outrider title negates your primary weapon.
Yeah, that's very important. Plus, but it's also worth noting, if you've not watched the previous round, Lebo's ability is that he can pick 2... When he's dealt a critical hit, he picks up 2 cards, and he may discard... Or he may choose which one he takes, which, with determination, which he has in his elite pilot talent area, means that he can discard any pilot upgrade crits, which means that doesn't mean he just turns them face down. That means he discards them. They're out of play.
Out of play entirely, which means
he cancels damage.
Basically cancels the damage. So, and as I said in the previous match as well, even if he suffers a direct hit, he doesn't have to take that direct hit. He'll just choose the lesser of the 2 evils. He's not going to suffer 2 damage. No.
Yeah, but we've all been at a choice where we've had direct hit or discard a secondary weapon.
Yeah.
You know, which one would you rather lose?
In that scenario, I'd actually probably lose the secondary weapon, because then the Outrider title obviously doesn't function then, and you can still use that range 1 loop then.
That is true. That's a 2-4 from the YT-2400.
The Lebo.
Or the Outrider.
The Outrider!
And then the Z95 is doing a 2 or 3 turn there from the left.
And this is where we probably see sort of Lebo and Kayan sort of move into the board after this manoeuvre.
Definitely. I don't see much combat going on in this round either. I we'll probably see. Actually, no, maybe with that maneuver, Han Solo opting to go for an aggressive approach.
That's very dangerous because he has put
2 ships.
He has put the Falcon right there in the middle, in front of one of his Z95s.
He has, but he does have engine upgrade, which he performed his action yet?
No, James Martin just taking a photo off to the left there, obviously wanting to remember the memories.
Well, let's see how he does with those memories.
So, what action is Han about to do? Well,
it looks like he's opting for the target lock there,
which he is in range.
So he is going to target lock that Lebo and put himself. Oh no, he's going for an attack. Did he go for an action? I didn't see him.
I guess he opted
there's
not
the Han Solo reroll. If you don't know, Han Solo works a little bit like Lebo, which means once per turn he can take up all his attack dice and reroll all of them.
But that's a complete reroll. You can't choose any number. You have to reroll the entire thing.
Yes. And he managed to suffer them 1 critical hit. 3 dice coming from Lebo.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
3 blanks.
3 blanks. Well,
So that's a shield
Actually, that's a
Lebo.
really good thing for Lebo because it means he only suffers a single shield.
yeah, because Han's got Gunner on.
Yes, if he evaded that, then he could have had another reroll, and being able to negate that next reroll means it pretty much negated the attack. Only suffering a damage out of that, probably the best scenario for him.
That's true. Didn't think of that.
Now we're seeing Kian Farlander come into this. You're seeing him to try and take a shot on Han Solo. Does he make the shot? It looks like he does. Heavy laser cannon firing back at Han Solo. Let's see what happens. Oh my, that's 2
Yeah, that's
focus. Oh no, he doesn't actually. He doesn't get in range of Kian. It's literally just the heavy laser cannon coming from Lebo there.
there's the action.
There is the action. Yes, Han Solo does have the Falcon title, so he can use that evade action.
Yeah, it is worth noting that Han does have the Falcon upgrade, which gives him an evade action on his action bar.
Yes.
He has Gunner, which gives him a free reroll if his attack misses. He has Chewbacca, so he can, I think at any point he can...
Turn Chewbacca face down, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, to negate a crit.
To negate a crit.
And then he's also got a Predator for rerolls, more rerolls. Then he's got engine upgrade for...
Very definitely a common build with Han Solo being able to have Han and Gunner on the same ship because it just allows you so many rerolls.
It's fantastic economy because with Predator you've got a free reroll, so no need to take a target log. So you can choose. Okay, I'm not going to use Han's ability because I've got 3 hits.
Yeah,
I've got 2 hits, so I'm going to reroll one of them into another hit.
Oh no, I only got blanks. I'll just reroll the entire thing and go for a Han Solo.
Yeah. Oh, I can use because no, but then Predator's not available because you already rerolled.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's hard to say. It's quite hard to say in that one. Z95's now coming to bank in for their attack maneuver. They're all bearing down on the 2 ships there.
Now, it's important to note that with Kian having sensor jam, it means he negates 1 hit from any ship. So that means that
it's sensor jammer negates every attack. It's not a once per turn.
Well, yeah,
card,
but what I mean is
sadly.
it does 1 hit from every attack.
Yeah,
so
and if they don't take focus.
So that means Paul has to focus up if he wants to make sure he hits that B-wing.
Yes.
And it looks like he actually is. I don't think I've seen those Z95s ever not focus. He's obviously recognised that sensor jammer as a problem and is opting to do that.
And obviously very limited on their action bar because they can only focus on target lock.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Lebo now doing a 1 turn into the board. I'm possibly seeing him gonna go for a barrel roll here to stop him from doing anything. But no, he's just gonna go for a target lock, and probably the best option he can do right now.
Target locking the furthest away of the
I believe that is Z95 number 1. I believe in the respect, by the way, guys, I believe when the thing came up, I did notice Z95 number 1 is at the top, Z95 number 2 is on the left, and at the bottom is Z95 number 3, which is obviously indicated on the left or right hand side, with 1 being at the top, 2 being in the middle, and 3 being in the bottom.
After playing the X-Wing drinking game, every time we get it wrong, you take a drink.
Oh dear. Well, every time you see James Martin also get it wrong, you take
2
a drink.
drinks. Take 2 drinks.
Yeah, he's now bumped Kian Farlander.
Every time you see a bump, take a drink as well. That should have been one of the last games, wasn't it, Andy?
Yes. Lebo also used the
Lando Calrissian?
Yeah, Lando Calrissian
Well, I
experimental
think
upgrading.
Khan is now within the donut. Sorry, within the donut hole.
Behave yourself, Jesus.
So Han is within the donut hole the Outrider, meaning the Outrider can't fire at it, so it's negated that entirely.
I
Kean
think-
still has got a shot, though.
So to be fair, he already knew that Han Solo was going to not be able to shoot him, so he's decided to target lock Z95 number 1, which is at the top there, which means it's the one he can shoot at.
And there's 3 hits from Han Solo.
Oh, again, double blanks.
blanks.
Didn't we see that last time as
We
well?
did,
yes.
So
The dice gods have left his blessing.
this is the guy who's won every single time today. This guy is on 8-0.
Yeah. He's
His
unbeaten.
luck is now running out, I think.
He's unbeaten. I think, yeah, the dice gods have abandoned him.
The dice gods have abandoned him at this point. We don't know. Let's see what his dice roll is.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a heavy
but in his
hit on the
attack rolls,
Z95.
so much for attack rolls at least though, because they seem to be working
And
fine.
was that double blank? No. Yes, it was.
It was a-
No, he used the focus just about keeping that Z95 alive.
Well, yeah, it's
Which
almost a Z95 gone
means
now.
He is. Oh,
Down to
is that
one
he's
hull.
down to 1 hull? I think. On is that number? Yeah, it's number 2
Yeah.
on that one. Wow, that's a
Surprised
bit
that
of
survived.
damage on that Z95. There's 2. There we go. We're seeing the 2 shields go there.
Oh, no, he only took 2 shields. We thought he took 3.
Oh,
but
he
there
took.
we go.
Oh, really? He took.
I guess he got a blank.
That was from KM Farlander, obviously.
There you go, KM Farlander,
And
here we
now Lebo is shooting.
Pretty sure. Now I'm getting confused because there's a lot of editing here that I don't understand. Pretty sure that said 2 was in the middle, not.
Never mind.
Never mind. Take a drink, guys.
Right,
Already getting confused.
Lebo's having a shot.
Here we go. Oh, that was a knock from one of the other attack dice. So
Moving that back.
the attack dice definitely are with him.
Yeah, the attack dice are. Doesn't seem the defense dice are just yet. Maybe they'll come back in a bit later.
And
but-
he just about survives with the other Z95.
Well, this is definitely a game of combat.
No,
going
he's
in here.
decided he's taken it off the middle one there.
Yeah.
With the asteroids as they are, this is not a maneuvering game. This is a game of pure jousting. A
It
game
is.
of pure damage output versus defense.
Looks like the Z95 number 1 taking 3 damage from that last
Ooh,
attack.
that's
That's
just
2
deadly.
shields and 1 damage. Almost a dead Z95 there.
Oh,
All blanks.
All blanks, which means
Han reroll.
is it Han
No,
Solo
no,
attacking?
no,
No,
this is
it's just a
Z95.
Z95. That means the second Z95 is now attacking him. Outputting 2 damage.
double-
Oh, here we go again!
no, no.
Double blank again, which means 2 more damage on Lebo. No, in fact,
It's extraordinary.
1 damage on Lebo, in fact.
What is with those defense dice?
Those defense dice are abandoning him.
Have
They've
they
had enough.
Have they had anything printed on them at all?
I don't know.
Maybe they came out of the factory with nothing printed on. Right,
This
one
is
more
highly
hit
possible.
From the other Z95. And are we going to get double
Are we gonna
blank
get
again?
them?
Oh, no. He gets another
I
blank.
think he actually.
And that's
no,
still
it is
bad for
still
Lebo.
1 hit.
The Z95s are
No.
pounding Lebo.
Oh my words!
Unfortunate. most
Lebo
unfortunate.
is taking it.
You know, at this point, I would just say I'm going to forget about Lando Calrissian because I'm just going to get blanks on my defense dice.
No, I would want Lando Calrissian. I would want those evade tokens. It's the only way I'm going to evade stuff if my dice have failed
It
me.
is true. Then if your defense dice are failing you, then you get some roll blanks. So
Yeah, no, you know. at the
waste
end
your
of-
action.
Yeah.
Now, what is Z95 going to do here? Are they possibly going to just K-turn?
I think
No.
I think they're going to start causing nuisances.
Yes.
This is the best possible opportunity for them to do so. They are in a good position just to go, right, I'm going to place one there, one there, and
Yeah.
one there.
2 of them are nearly dead. So the point of them now is just run interference against Lebo, stop him from taking actions. Because if you stop him from taking actions, then he can't Lando or do any defensive actions.
I mean, hell, technically, you could stop both of them if you're lucky.
yes.
Because if you move the Z95s in just the right spots, you'll be able to put them in the best possible positions to obviously negate both of them.
Yeah, like I predict that Z95 number 3 at the bottom there is going to do a 1-4 try and block the K-turn from the B-wing.
Yeah.
The one on the Z95 number 2 on the left probably going to do a K-turn to try and get the B-wing when it fails its K-turn.
Yep, there we go.
It is.
There's the K10.
There's the K10.
And that's Z95 number 1.
Paul just opting to put his
One
dials
top, yeah.
on the cards just to make sure he knows which Z95s deal which. So he is opting to K-turn them all.
Yeah, he is opting to K10 them all,
Which could
is-
do both run interference and also maybe get them to have a firing arc. Or firing
Maybe,
solution on one of
it's
them.
quite possible in this scenario. We do not know what's going to happen, but Lebo is stressed currently, so it means his moves are a lot more predictable.
Worth noting that good old Paul on the right there has got some credit
The
stress
third
tokens.
Z95, however, is going to just move one forward,
Like
which
I
is
predicted.
interesting because it obviously means now the B-Wing can't K-turn, he can't turn right, He can't even turn left because Lebo's in the way.
To be honest, blocking the K-turn is probably the best thing that can happen to Kian.
Yeah.
Given the fact that he'd gain the stress but stay in the same position.
Yes.
So unless the Falcon's doing a right turn, which
Actually, to be fair, I think it's not too bad that this is an interesting position to be in. He keeps his stress on him.
So he cannot perform
And he
any
cannot
actions.
perform any actions. He does not have Calrissian.
No.
He does not have his barrel roll. The only thing he can shoot at right now is that Z95 in the bottom left corner there.
Nearest the asteroid.
Or
There we go.
Han Solo.
There we
There's
go.
the K-turn. We
K-turn.
obviously saw that coming.
This is just
Coming
not
in
going
for a
well.
hug there.
They're
Aw.
just not going well for poor old James at this point.
No, this has to be the worst match I've seen James play all day.
And
Not
his
because,
horse
not
bearing
because
down
he's
on Kagan.
playing badly, but just because his dice rolls have been really against him this
I
round.
know, this is terrible. It's terrible.
It's just the luck of the game, sadly. You know,
And I
there's
certainly
nothing you
don't
can do about
think
that.
the B-Wing has a firing, is in firing arc of the, or has a firing arc on that Z95 either. But
No,
anyway, Han's roll.
Definitely not. Han's roll, going for that reroll Predator. That is 4 hits
On the B-Wing.
on the B-Wing. That's very nice.
Well, he's got C-3PO to negate.
Experimental interface reducing 1 to a focus.
Yes, because he hasn't got anything.
And
There is the blank, but he
there's the
probably
blank.
does use C-3PO at this point,
Yep.
which means
And-
he's lost only 2 shields.
3 shields, yeah.
3 shields.
3 shields, because he got 3 hits through.
I thought he only had 2 hits through because of C-3PO.
Because he negates 1,
Yeah.
and then there's 3 more hits left.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. My brain going a little bit bodged there, obviously.
Now, does Kian
But
have an angle
now,
on the Falcon?
does Keen have the angle on the thing? He
does.
does. There's the shot. Range 1. There's the focus going from the stress there.
He's got nothing to edit to change that blank, sadly.
Nope.
No.
So,
Han taking 3 damage.
but he does have that evade token.
Han does have C-3PO, though, so he guesses 0 and gets...
Does Han have C-3PO?
gets one.
I don't.
does.
No, he does.
No,
he has
Han has
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Oh!
No, he
But he
does
did
have
have
the
the
Millennium
evade.
Falcon title though,
Which
and he
means he
did
got
take
an
an evade
evade,
token.
yes.
So he did negate 1 of the damage. He's only taken 4 damage this entire game.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Here come the Z95s. They are pretty much prepared to bear down on this Lebo. Lebo's not going to escape.
I have on good
but
authority that this is the most damage Lebo has seen in the entire tournament.
I have
Yes.
heard of that as well. Yeah, no, this is a lot of damage being suffered there.
And a double
wow,
evade.
double evade. That means which Z95? Oh, it was only the wow.
It was the undamaged, which
Undamaged
is
one.
the only one they could have gone for, I believe. Because the other
Yeah,
two were
no,
range.
wow, that's
And here comes the Z95
really
again.
surprising in that one. That's quite surprising. I thought that one would suffer more damage.
3 attack dice. Was that a
2
double?
evades.
2 evades.
But
Not
with
too
one,
bad.
but 1 hit goes through, I believe.
1 hit does
I
go
believe
through.
it is indeed go through. Let's see.
And is it a critical hit or a standard
It's
hit?
a standard hit.
Standard
On a
hit.
standard hit.
2 hits went through.
2 hits. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
and, he
Nemo's
gets a
ability.
hit and a crit, which means he got that determination. And you got the pilot one, which means
He
he negates
discards it.
everything.
And
Nothing.
Nemo's
He
That-
doesn't take anything.
That worked in his favour at that point there.
Yeah, that was very good for him.
He needed that.
He needed that entirely. Second Z95 now taking a single shot. He's got 1 damage. There's the evade. Totally evading that second Z95, which means Lebo is still alive after all that.
What do you think of how do you think this is going, Andy?
Well, I was just wondering if that other Z95 had a shot on the B-Wing, or did they bump? They bumped.
They
Okay.
bumped.
They bumped.
Well, it does seem like these Z95s are playing, a very good game, aren't they?
Yeah,
Not often
no.
seen in. I've never come across them in the tournaments myself, but not often seen in a final. I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, this is really interesting. Like, he must have played exceptionally well.
Yeah,
Have those
but-
bandits do as good as they are doing right now?
Any ship is viable if you know how to fly it.
Yes, I entirely agree with you. I think every ship in this game is viable. You just have to know how to fly it and play it.
And get used to it.
And get used to it, yeah. If you have enough experience with that ship, you could probably fly any version of that ship and it will be fine. If you have enough experience with it.
And we
that's
can
the point.
we can expect those two stressed Z95s to now chase down the
Yes, no, I can see those
Outrider.
two
Continuing
Z95s going to continue their way. I can see the other Z95 probably going to do a K-turn this turn to bring himself around.
The Z95 number 1 at the top there is probably going to bump, though, to be honest.
He probably is. You
But
can't
still get rid of
can't
stress.
stop that. He will still get rid of his stress. He doesn't really need to do too much. He's only following Lebo, and Lebo does not have the sensor jammer, so he has nothing to worry
And
about.
you were right about your prediction. There goes the other Z95 K-turning. It's also worth noting that I've just noticed that good old... is it Paul?
Yes.
Paul has got acrylic templates from...
He actually also has acrylic tokens
yes,
as well.
which
so...
indicates that he's quite a veteran at this game.
Yes. So, you know, he's obviously played long enough to have these sort of things.
And not the kind
on
that you
board.
buy, you know, the kind that you earn.
Are they the kind you earn? I'm not sure. They look like
the
it.
red stress tokens are ones you earn at tournaments.
Wow, so he's
I bel-
obviously done quite a fair bit.
I think that the templates are indeed FFG as well. If they're not, they're Kogo 2.
Yeah. I was going to say they look like the Kogo 2 sign, but...
I would probably move that Z95 slightly sort of like flush to the base of the outrider there, because I think it's
Did he
slightly...
take a focus token? I thought he bumped.
I thought he bumped as well. Huh.
Okay. Interesting.
That's unusual.
Is that right?
That is not right.
I don't think that was
If
right.
this one takes a focus, we know this is definitely wrong. Yeah. Why is he taking focus when he's bumped?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Very
that is
unusual.
a critical rule error.
That's a
rule
critical
error.
rule error.
I'm surprised that
No one
James
noticed.
hasn't called out on this right now.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
that's...
top table match. The only person watching was George and well, actually, I would guess there would have been a crowd, to be honest.
A small crowd, probably. I mean, it's the finals. You'd expect the players to be a little more...
Yes, this is vital.
This is vital. This is, in fact, game-changing.
Exceptionally...
That was a massive error.
massive
on the heart.
error, yeah.
I mean, it takes the players to actually notice this, but...
But yeah, it's one
Yeah,
of those
no,
issues.
this is
That's very unusual, though.
very unusual.
Yeah,
in
I
fact,
can't say I've ever seen that happen
I'm a little
before.
bit surprised that this was allowed.
For some reason, the YT-1300 is barrel rolling into the... so the next manoeuvre is going to put up maybe on the asteroid.
I don't think it
or
will.
fly
He's
through the asteroid.
He's positioning it so that he can be able to avoid the asteroid next turn with a
Okay.
turn or something.
Right.
So that's completely
We
fine.
will see.
He does actually put himself out of the arcs of those two Z95s.
Which shouldn't have a focus
which
token.
should have focus tokens.
No.
So
we will see if they come into effect. Fortunately, I think because of where the YT-2400 is,
Yes.
they aren't going to get the option to use those.
Which
focus
hopefully that'll happen because that won't affect the game at all.
no.
No.
The only thing I can see them doing is, yeah, as you can see, he's going to use that turn to go in there. I'm hoping
I think he'll be an Arc of 1.
he'll be an arc of one Z95, which means
is going to be unfortunate.
this.
well,
Such a shame. Such a shame. We're really sorry about this, guys. Obviously, us three weren't here at this point, and if we noticed, we would have obviously called them up on it, but that's really bad. That is
because they
really
could technically
bad.
now survive an attack from the B-wing.
That is also
With
true.
this
They
focus.
could
They could
survive an
technically
attack.
survive an attack from the B-Wing right now, and it's a little unfortunate if they do. So,
Anyway, we'll
moving
plow
on, we'll
Moving
plow on,
we'll see
moving
how
on.
that
There's
goes.
nothing really much else we can do about that. Here is the hard one coming from Han Solo there. It looks like he's going to bump, though, so...
If I see
Maybe-
an action, I'm going to flip this table.
He isn't going to bump, I don't think.
No, he's
or
bumped.
Has he bumped?
Oh, no, wait.
No.
Has
No, it doesn't look like he has.
slotted?
Just slots in.
I
He's
think he
slotted
just
in
slot- Yeah, I
nicely.
think he's
Yeah,
just
he's
slotted in
chucked
there.
a focus
And a
token
little
on
bit of
there,
a
I think.
bump there, but it
Yeah.
obviously goes to show that he was still fine. That is completely and utterly fine.
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind they were about this was about 13 hours after the first round, so
Yeah.
they were obviously tired.
They were obviously
Um,
tired. There was a lot of people. Wow! Han Solo completely missing.
Sorry, I threw up my mouth a little bit there.
Wow!
A small bit of sick.
There's the gunner.
There's the gunner. There's the
gunner.
saviour.
There's the savior of it all.
The other Wookiee on
The
the
other
ship.
Wookiee.
Two Wookiees on the ship. Cousin to Chewbacca.
Yes.
Oh.
Itchy.
You sure it isn't Scratchy?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll get sued. Dear me.
Oh dear.
Well, there's an evade.
There's the evade.
There's
So
the evade.
he does evade one of the hits.
And the
There goes
has
the
now
shields.
lost The shields.
Ken's now shieldless. He cannot do anything.
Which means potentially that Z95 could take it down this round.
Potentially, but we'll just have to see what happens here. Here we go. 3 attack. In fact, 2 damage. There's the reroll from Predator. Is there a Predator?
No,
No,
here,
it's no, probably
Target lock.
Target lock. Then yeah, no. There's the damage. There's an evade. Here's some damage cards going down.
Overkill.
Overkill. There is a
on that
Z95 dead. That is gone. That was needed.
That was
That
needed.
was-
That was needed.
That was absolutely needed.
That's. I know it was just a Z95, but James needed that.
I just can't see how James can turn this around. He's got 6 hull in total versus the already 6 hull of Han Solo and 1 shield, and then
you mean 8 hull of Han
8 hull,
Solo?
yeah.
Han Solo has 8 hull.
Yeah.
So-
my miscalculation.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. This is why a lot of people dislike the Millennium or playing against the Millennium Falcon, just because of how tanky it is. It's such a hard thing to deal with. Not even the Decimators that.
I do think
Heavy laser turret on the other Z95 here possibly could have destroyed it because it didn't roll any evade doses, did it?
No,
it's
there we
gone
go.
as well.
There we are. There's the second bandit gone. Only 1 bandit left, and Han Solo.
Okay, so he's
This has evened it up a bit, I think.
Yeah, he's evening up the playing field, but can he? Is it too
Range
little too
1
late?
shot with the
Z95.
Z95. Only 2 hits.
Only 2 hits. Not enough
Not a
to kill
focus
him.
though, so not being able to spend that focus, it's fine. nothing groundbreaking has happened.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
heavens
God
for
for
that.
But
There is
Levo did
redemption.
suffer another damage.
No, that was
another 2
Kian.
damage.
Kian
Oh
suffered
no,
2
Kian
damage.
suffered another damage.
And Kane forgot to use C-3PO. Once
I
again,
think he already did. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yes, of
Because he
course.
used
Yes,
it
the
against the
Falcon.
attack. The
Yeah.
Falcon. Oh, you can only use C-3PO once per
Per
round.
round.
So he's already used it at that point. He had to take that damage. There was no way of being able to get that
well,
damage.
Kian
So
unfortunately is probably going to go down next round.
it's
In
possible.
a very awkward position. He could K-turn, but he will still get probably shot by
The
Han.
only way I can see James Martin coming back from this.
That focus is coming to play because it's sensor jammer.
Yeah, no, that maybe.
Yeah, because the sensor jammer would have negated turn 1 to a focus, which then would have Paul was meant to turn it to a focus, would have turned it to a hit. So
okay.
it did come into play, sadly.
Ooh, okay,
That
right. That's unfortunate.
That
That's unfortunate.
kind of sucks.
But they didn't,
honestly.
that's not a massive impact
No,
on the game, I don't think.
well, it is kind of, but
Oh, but then again, it's quite possible that he did forget. I apparently just received that he forgot to use sensor jammer. So that's why
yeah,
it was.
everyone was
yeah.
really tired at this point. As I said, this is the 9th round of the game. It was getting pretty late at this point. This is into the. I think it was now getting up to.
Well, 13 hours.
about-
Started about 11 o'clock. Well, no, 12 hours. So you're looking about 11 o'clock.
You're looking about 11 midnight. That sort of time. So
These-
everyone was really tired. At
These
this point.
tournaments are so long. It's very much for endurance.
Very much a victim of its own success. I
Yeah.
believe I remember you mentioning before.
Yeah, I
so
did, yeah.
no, this is a pretty bad scenario.
And
Wanting
this
to
was
point
the
out-
this was the largest tournament we
Yes,
had with
this is-
about 44 players, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very much
yeah.
so. Very much. A lot of people dropped out early as well because they just couldn't handle the endurance of it,
Yes,
which
such
is a
as
shame.
Pete.
Such as Pete, which was played in one of the early rounds. I hear Chris also dropped out, and he was playing in the semis.
He was did very
So
well.
you know,
Yes, it is
sorry,
an,
not
it
semis,
is-
sorry, quarters.
It is
so
an arduous task.
it is one of those tasks that you literally just have to. You have to be prepared for it.
Right, so the Z95 did take the action this time. There seems to be a stress token lurking around on the board, associated probably with that Z95, which was destroyed.
Is a barrel roll from Kian Farland to get some movement out of there. Maybe hoping to block the Falcon.
I'm wondering if he's trying to block the Falcon here
It's
and
quite
put himself in a better position.
A 1 would definitely bump. Bank or a turn. A bank would definitely.
What now? Here's something. What range do you think the Lebo is at right now?
I think Lebo's at range 1 of the Z95. Maybe.
There we go. That's good maneuvering there by James. This is what we were hoping to expect. James blocking that Falcon now,
Yeah, it was a turn, so slight turn there.
which means it's put him very much on top of his own.
It also means that
Feeling that-
Kian survives.
Kian does
He
survive
survived
another round. Yeah.
day.
Because the question now will be whether Lebo survives. Which,
Han Solo taking the shot at
And
Lebo
that's
right now.
3 hits on Lebo.
That's 3 hits on
This
Lebo.
could destroy
This
Lebo
could
if
destroy
there's
Lebo.
blanks.
Please. Is that one of eight?
That's one of
What is
eight.
it?
That was one of 8, or was that one focus?
I didn't see. Is it?
It's
I
one
can't
of
tell.
eight.
There's one.
It was 1.
There's 1 damage.
Oh!
Yay! He survives on 1 hull left.
1 hull left.
Both his ships are on 1 hull left.
Seat of
He
his
can't come
pants.
back from this. There's no way he can come back from this one.
It's hard to decide now.
it's
It's
game
so
over.
hard.
It's game over.
It's so hard.
I'm calling it now. Game over. This is it.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's so close now.
It is close.
Kian has to kill this Z95 now. He can't not kill the Z. He does have the target lock still.
does
He
have
can
the
still
target
use
lock.
the target lock. He is now going to re-roll the 2 dice that he missed with. They're both blanks. And there we go.
There
4
we are.
hits on the
4 hits
Z95.
on the Z95. Can't
And
possibly
can't possibly
could
evade
survive.
this.
No, could
there we
survive.
go. Nope. He's spending that.
Gone. He spent.
Wait, hold on.
It is.
There's 2 evades.
2 evades.
He survives on 1 hull point. Oh my god.
1 hull point as well.
Oh no, the humanity. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Now,
James Martin needed that to work.
It is possible that Z95 could now take down Lebo.
It's possible that Z95 could kill Lebo.
Yep.
This could, as Elliot said, this could be it. This
Unlikely.
could be...
It is. How many? It is 2v2.
It's 2 versus 2.
It's 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
It's now about to be a 1 versus 1, and that last Kian does only have 1 hull point left. So if Lebo dies, Kian's gonna be on his own, and he's not gonna be able to survive.
Not a Han with.
with
1 shield and
not
8
a Han
hull.
with all his hull.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying.
Oh, they didn't take the shot. They've gone straight to manoeuvres.
Oh,
Maybe they were. They are.
No. What? Huh?
Oh, maybe they forgot. You know, this is the game.
Time.
This is the game of forgetfulness.
The Z95 is out of arc.
Okay.
We've just been told.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Just barely. Oh.
It was nanometers.
Well,
nanometer. It looks like it's in arc from my perspective, but to be fair, again, people were tired, so it's quite possible that it wasn't.
oh Jesus.
So, well, the writing is on the wall, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I don't see
the B-Wing
James
and the
Martin coming
2400.
back from this.
This is it.
Oh, hello, B-Wing. Not B-Wing, sorry, Z95. Come give me a hug.
Well, this is not too bad. If he does a 2 forward, he could barrel roll out of the arc of the Z95. Won't get an
He could
attack
do.
on it, but it's possible
I
to evade
definitely
this.
see him...
Oh,
no. Oh, dear.
If he had just gone 1 forward... He doesn't get shot by the Z95 at least, though.
Yeah.
But he will definitely reduce
kinda
the stress.
needed-
Or get rid of the
yeah.
stress, yeah.
You got rid of the stress, at least.
But the Falcon probably is going to get in the donut hole.
Yes. The fact... Well, there's no way he can't get in the donut hole at this point. B-Wing... Probably going to give this guy a hug.
Well, probably still fly interference on the Falcon.
Yeah, probably could try and do that.
1 forward. Oh, he may deny Han Solo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could do.
Well, Han will still have to shoot at Lebo, but if Lebo defends this, he may still survive.
What are the chances of Lebo defending against 3
I honestly
attack dice,
don't know.
though? Especially with Predator and Focus, potentially.
Various tokens just strewn over the board here.
Yeah,
There's a random focus token down there.
Very messy board, ladies and gentlemen. Very messy board.
Yeah. There seems to be
13
two
hours
focus...
takes its
Oh,
toll.
there goes 1 focus token.
13 hours takes his toll. Ooh, is he going to barrel roll? This is interesting. He was thinking about it. He was holding that maneuver in his hand. He didn't line it up, obviously, so he couldn't obviously measure, but...
Could push the
he
limit.
was thinking about it.
Oh,
He
he's
is
going
going
for
for
it.
it.
He's committed now. He's going.
He is definitely committing now. This is it. He's going for that barrel roll. He's putting himself...
The same as
See,
last turn.
This is a
flying
thing.
interference.
I was actually thinking he was probably going to stay where he was, and that would have... Yeah, see? Han's now going to take that 1 bank maneuver. That was probably not the right move. Oh, no! He's going 1 forward. He's blocked the Han Solo again.
Well done. Good flying from the B-Wing.
Very good fly.
Good flying for the B-Wing. It's denied another Han Solo action,
Which it could be very important
But-
for coming time.
but...
Han shoots first.
Han shoots first,
Han
and he
always
shoots
shoots
at
first.
Lebo.
Yeah.
And I think it's a range 1 shot, maybe.
I think it may just be at range 2, with any luck.
If it's at range 2, then good on James.
Oh, this is very close, gentlemen.
It's... I'm on the edge of my seat again. This is ridiculous.
I mean, this would be the game of the century if James could turn it around.
It's quite possible. Anything could happen right now.
I think it's unlikely that
It's unlikely. It's
the
heavily...
2400 is going to survive.
Yeah, it's heavily unlikely,
But it's
but
possible.
wouldn't it be awesome if it was? There's the range 1 gap. It means he's in range 2. It means he can only fire once. There it is. There's the roll. He's
Predator?
re-rolling 1 for Predator. There's the focus. He's got 2 hits.
He
Can
needs
he
to
evade
evade.
this? He evaded
Yes,
it.
two
He evaded
evades.
it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Gunner's coming though.
Gunner's coming
He's
in.
got to
Here comes
survive
Gunner.
this.
Gotta
He's got to
survive
survive
this.
this. Blanks.
Blanks, but
Predator reroll.
Pre-
Right, that's 2 dice he's re-rolling. Not 1.
oh no, he's
He's
this
doing
is
the
the
Han
Han. He's
Solo.
doing the
That's
Han
the Han
Solo,
Solo.
so
That's
he
the Han
gets 2
Solo.
hits.
So he gets 2 hits. Can he evade these as well? No!
Oh, no! Lebo has
Lebo's
died.
I think
Lebo is out of there.
Oh,
the
ouch.
first time Lebo's been
Oh.
destroyed in this entire tournament.
Personally, I think that the Predator reroll was a bit dodgy there because of the Han, because he rerolled 2 and then decided to reroll the other one.
I think he must.
It was
have
meant to be a
died,
Han
yeah.
Solo,
Yeah.
I think.
I think he just forgot.
It was just one of those
The
things.
result
It's
was
a
there.
bit dodgy,
The
but,
Still,
you know.
it's still we got the fact here that Kian is now on his own against with 1 hull point.
I can
against a fully
see.
laden Han.
Can Kian kill The Z95.
It'll
This
get
is
him some
it.
points. It'll get him some points at least.
Some points, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that'll bag
spending the
him a nice
target
bunch
lock
of
to
points.
re-roll the blanks.
It's not about points anymore.
4 hits.
4 hits.
That
This is what
Z95
it
is
says.
toast.
I don't know. There's 2 hits. There we go.
There's
Z95
one
is
evade, so
down.
it's taken lots
And
of
there we go.
damage.
That's a Z95 finally destroyed. It's now a 2-ship game. However,
There's no way. There's no way
there's no
that
way.
Keane can do this.
No. It could... no, there is absolutely no
even
way.
if this game went to time, Paul still wins. Because Han Solo is worth 63 points. Keane is only worth 43. So...
47.
47 even, yeah. Lebo, which has 53 points, that's most of the list gone.
And it's not like you're going to be able to run away with Keane.
No, Keane's in a particularly
it's a
bad
B-wing,
spot.
it's not an
B-wing.
A-wing.
It's not really the best at running away, and he's only got 1 of 8 dice.
Yeah.
So he's not in the best spot right
No.
now. He's
Now-
got a... I'm
now-
wondering if he's going to start doing C-3PO guessing 1 of 8 to try and get 2 of 8 every
It's
time.
the only thing. That's actually how he won his first game, or at least one of the second rounds against. I believe it was Dave Bevan.
Yeah.
He threw a Hail Mary. He had to guess 2. Guess 1. He guessed 1. He got the evade, and he survived for that round. That was incredible.
Yeah.
I'd say from him.
No. So now we're in a position of... What can Keane do here?
Very
It's
little.
so-
Because whatever he does, he will shoot last.
Yeah, this is the thing. Does he keep denying Han Solo? Or does he finally go for that finish?
That's actually a good
There's
point.
just... It's so hard to decide. Because, to be honest, no matter where Keane goes right now, he's going to be in arc with that Han Solo because of the turret ship.
He can't escape his own firing.
He
arc.
can't escape. The only way he can do this right now is put himself in a better position than he's in right now. And because Han is behind him, it's so hard to get himself into an arc.
I mean, Han could actually do a sort of quite a large turn to possibly the right here, and so even though Keane would try and fly interference, possibly to continue the game for a little bit longer, Han might be able to, do a hard right, and then get.
All
out
it will
of
take is one good lucky hit, and that's it.
One
That's
good
it,
lucky
yes.
hit, and that's it.
And
It's
what we're
such
going to
a
see
hard
here.
game now. This is it.
Oh.
He is up
Keane,
to 2K
Keane doing a 2K
2K
turn.
I think that's a
Brave.
mistake.
That's a
Very brave.
mistake.
Very brave, but
Very
mistake.
brave, but I think it's a mistake because I think there's a hard maneuver coming from Han Solo now. Here we go. What has Han done? Searching for the maneuver.
Yep. And it is a hard 2,
which
Ooh,
bumps.
Which does bump.
But
That's
still a
just
good-
delaying the inevitable, isn't it? Just delaying the
Yeah,
inevitable.
yeah,
it's
but
not
now
saving you.
Keane is in facing the wrong way because he has to move forward
Yeah.
and he has to do a green maneuver,
Yes, clean the
which
stress.
means Han Solo can swing around and clean up. This is probably it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not see.
No,
Honestly,
there is no way how this can
There's
survive.
no way. There's no way.
Because Keane moves first next round, he'd have to do at least a 3 bank, which is red. There's no way he can pass the Falcon. He'd have to bump into it, clear a stress, and the Falcon will just do a 1 forward or a 1 bank or a 1 turn and be able to fire at that at range 1.
Yeah.
It's game over.
It's game over. Honestly, I just see
Unless-
Falcon doing
Unless
one.
for some strange reason the dice gods abandon Paul and roll all blanks on every single re-roll. Yeah.
That would be really. That would be interesting to see.
Interesting
Honestly,
to see.
I would have never seen that before,
If
and that
you-
would have been really cool. But I doubt that would happen.
Very
honestly.
unlikely.
Very,
Very
unlikely.
unlikely.
Very unlikely. If that ever happens, I will pat the guy on the back and basically give him a hug.
Come on, guys.
A B-wing hug.
Come on, guys. We all know when we've lost in that game, in that moment in the game when we all know it's over. We can't
Yeah.
win this.
No, yes, that's
You
true.
know, and I see this right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing this right now. I always say play to the end anyways. It just gives the satisfaction of playing to the end.
Oh, we've all broken that rule before.
Yeah, I know, but you particularly, I know. But
So here we go. The B-wing is now making its move.
I can't win. There's no point in continuing.
there's a 3-speed maneuver there.
Just about
Can he make it?
clearing.
Yeah, there we go.
No.
Not sure. Is that a green maneuver?
No, it's
or
not. It's a white maneuver,
white
sadly.
maneuver?
So he
So
doesn't
gonna keep
even
his stress.
unstress himself.
Oh no, it is green.
It is
apparently.
green. It is a green.
So he gets
Focus.
Focus, yeah.
Not really going to help much, I think, but
No.
we'll see.
Oh no!
Oh no!
no,
He's just
no, it
realised
wasn't.
he is
He's just really
stressed, and he
stressed.
doesn't get the opportunity to use the focus.
Oh.
He grabbed the wrong thing, I think, maybe.
Grabs the wrong thing. Here comes obviously going to be a focus, isn't it?
I was gonna say,
a focus.
it
He's not
looked
going
like
to do
he
an
made-
evade.
he
I
looked
did
like
think
he made
picked
an
him up-
evade, but,
he
like,
did pick
is
an
that
evade up.
really-
I think he did that by accident. Yeah, but it's going to be a focus.
Yeah.
Here comes
Here
the
comes
final
Han
shot of the
Solo.
tournament. I would thought.
Yeah, this is probably it. This is the end,
Yep,
guys.
there's
Yes.
no way we
Oh
could
my
avoid that.
word! There's
There
the
we-
predatory
yeah.
roll.
Predatory roll.
That's 3, I think 4 hits.
There's
Four
no
hits.
way.
1 dice.
One dice.
Guessing, whatever. 1.
Dead.
No, dead.
Dead.
Dead
That's
the
handshake.
end of the
And
fight.
there is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Overall winner of the Athena tournament, Paul Dane.
Well,
Well
congratulations.
done,
Woo!
Paul. Well, thank you for joining us. My name's been Elliot Baker, and with my co-commentators,
My name's Chris Turner.
And Andy Jones.
thank you for joining us, everyone.